When last we left off with our intrepid adventures, what all happened with you guys?
We blew up a building.
That you did. You found a bunch of barrels, drug them around, and wait, just for the sake of the recording, made the building go up in flames.
Mm-hmm.
And then you showed up to give a report about that.
Please tell me we weren't recording when I shared that terrible joke.
Don't worry
Thank
about
God.
that, so let's not repeat it.
No, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't.
Then you guys went and gave a report about everything. Or at least one of you was forced to give a report.
Yeah. Yay. That was me.
And in that
swimmingly.
In that report, you did manage to get at least one bit of resource from them. Ah, there's Patty. Right in the recap time frame, so you've missed nothing.
Okay.
So you were then tasked with trying to find further proof of this infection that you were reporting to them and see if it was a bigger threat to the Empire than that.
Yeah, we're gonna buckle in.
But unfortunately, at that
The bugs
point,
was hunting.
something started beeping.
Yeah,
What kind of beeping?
legal.
From inside Lemon's bag came a ping.
That stupid cube! That stupid cube! I warned you.
You were gone,
I
and then it
knew it.
started making a ping noise in the middle of the city, and
Oh
you
my.
weren't here.
Yeah.
You can go back to the recording. It's all recorded.
Oh, please tell me somebody reacted appropriately for Kai.
I mean, it was immediately met with Hanbei being like, like 5 minutes ago when I just had a conversation with you about us needing to talk about things when it becomes a problem? Is this a problem?
Yes. Yes, I fucking told you.
I mean, it wasn't
we'll
a
come
bomb.
back to it later.
Well, what it did after a little
It
bit
was
of
GPS.
discovery was lead them to a mysterious building on the outskirts of town that they couldn't access, but that the cube seems to be pointing towards.
It's a trap.
Also, for the sake of everything, Zuhara remembered somebody that is not a member of the family, but who also kind of makes a living getting their supplies. Almost similar to how Darius works, but in reverse. Whereas Darius gets his supplies and then gives them to a shop to sell, this person gets their supplies and then just runs their own shop. But in the case of meat, it's a tavern.
Yeah.
But setting out then on your adventure, you decided to try and find more proof. You tracked down one of the rockets that had gone off and found yourself in a bit of a pickle.
Shouldn't have trusted the cube.
Well, this had more to do with
didn't follow the
tracking.
cube.
We didn't follow the cube. This had to do with going
This is
where
what the city told us to do.
Yeah, you're just trying to track down more information about the infection that's been happening.
Okay.
Yeah, the cube led to nothing. It led to a
Unless the
fucking
cube
house on a hill.
holds the fucking key to the infection.
The cube
Jesus Christ.
led to hey, this is probably going to be something later on that we can't access right now. That's what the cube led to.
I see what's gonna happen.
Basically, we got Metroidvania'd.
No.
Yes, that is accurate as
cube?
fuck as to what that was.
The cube in Maria is gonna be fucking Dan, what's his name, in Aliens.
I've seen Doctor Who. I know you do not trust mysterious cubes, okay?
I don't trust mysterious people, but we're doing that right now.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Fucking cube, man. Fucking cube.
The cube has nothing to do with what we're in right now.
Okay. That's what they want you to believe.
Holy the hell, Razor Cube.
I'm telling you. We're gonna get, like, fireballed by a mage. The guy's gonna go, the cube is to blame!
Yeah, because it'll
Cast it
probably
into the darkness.
it'll probably explode as soon as flames hit it.
Okay, awesome. That should be updated now, so I don't have to do that every dang time. I don't know why, but I just didn't have your token set up correctly. Kai.
I'm switching to the computer, so I have to hang up temporarily, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Like, literally.
No, I
left.
just need an initiative. So I'll just roll it. I didn't have a token selected.
I get the highest initial. Oh no, lemon. Okay, but still, I mean, the entire party.
I mean, good rolls.
I'm next.
Bad rolls of everyone else. It's like
I mean, one wolf rolled okay.
I'm the one who didn't step back.
Dan, I narrowed it down. It's somewhere in that area. It's like right after that.
Gotcha.
Clickety, clickety, clackety, clackety. Attackety. Well, I'm gonna make her roll anyways, because making her early isn't gonna help anybody, I don't think so.
Meeting?
Maria, roll
Yep.
initiative.
Yeah. My friend literally plays the song and then plays the fucking Pokemon theme of wherever she's at.
Okay, man.
It fucked up my head now.
I can't unhear it.
Yeah, dude, it fucked me up. I don't know what route she's on. I don't know anything, but it just fucked my brain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Help her. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I put treats in there.
Who? Me? What'd I do?
No. I just hear a
Back in
rustling noise. And there's like a toy that is like a little fishbowl bag that has toys in it, and I guess treats. Because Tara put some treats in there, and the noise was Agatha with that bag all the way on her head, just around trying to get it off. And that's why I was like laughing and like, oh my god, can you help her? Li Tian, what is your dex score?
It is 13.
Wonderful. My wolf goes first.
Bad wolf.
Oh, so many Doctor Who references.
This wolf's gonna come right here. And he gonna make a bite at Hanbei.
Get it.
That one don't hit.
Miss me, bitch.
They got to get set up first. Well, you know, the first wolf doesn't get advantage, so it kind of builds from there. Lemon.
It's
I like
okay.
how it sounds when you say wolf. It sounds like you're saying woof, and I love it. Woof, because they're
Alright.
little wolves.
1 second here. Okay, 10 feet. I've got.
Oh, wait. I discovered how to shoot rockets from Lee Tian.
Oh my god.
Oh, yay! Look
That is
at that.
Oh.
I can make them different types, too. Like, this is evil rocket.
Wow. Wow.
That was definitely a soundbite.
Wow.
Where's the
First
soundboard?
things. First
I don't know where
things
the
first.
soundboard is. But...
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, so
That is a
I will
good
roll a
choice.
d20. 17.
Nope. You chose highest and lowest out of your two numbers. So a 20 or a 1 is going to trigger you.
Yep.
So you are
To be
armored
fair,
up.
doesn't it do that to us already?
Well, this is every single spell cast or nervous, anxious situation. I still need to get the bigger list. But you mage armor successfully without circumstance.
Alright, and that lasts for 8 hours,
Oh,
so my
yeah.
AC is now 16.
Boom. Please just
And then,
roll AC accordingly.
where is it? Bonus action, innate sorcery.
Boom. I like it.
Alright, that's my turn.
So AC. Did you update your AC on your character sheet at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that does not come through, just so that I know. Okay. HP does, AC doesn't.
Yeah, I just
Lessons
put
learned.
miscellaneous magic bonus.
Oh yeah, no, that I was just asking so that I knew for sure whether that was coming through or not.
Yeep.
Just gonna set it like that so I know for you. Okay, are you staying right there?
It's not with. I'm gonna back the fuck up. Over by Leetian.
I'm like, right now, he's still pretty close to you. You don't have to stay there.
Oh, before I do so, as a free action, can I hand Hanbei the mask?
Yes.
Or does Hanbei already have the mask?
I think we ended last session with you with a growl happening and
Yeah.
you just bringing the mask to me right then. So
Okay, that
I
sounds about
have-
right.
Yeah, I'm already trying to figure out how to do this best.
Did we not take a long rest at all?
We did.
I think,
I
yeah,
think-
I think everybody else did. Just you didn't.
Yeah.
Because you didn't, like, so you can
weren't
just
here.
click it right now and take that long
Okay.
Because, yeah, everybody else
I
has
just
full
realized
HP.
that I
It's
was
just
like,
you.
I was like, shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know I got my shit rocked too, so I definitely recommend. I was gonna say, do a long rest, definitely, because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because you got Growly Boys in front of you right now. And they definitely
Yeah.
got more HP than the other ones did.
But I feel like they're gonna be less tricky.
Is that what you think?
Well, they're not water.
You are correct. You
It's hard to fight
also
water.
you also don't yet know the characteristics of these creatures.
Well, it's a good thing my initiative sucked then, huh?
I'm just saying, infected creatures might have some additional characteristics to them. Because I have fully statted out infected humans to base everything off of.
Well, hopefully other people will figure that out before it's my turn.
Right now, that makes it Zuhara.
Okay, I'm gonna remember to rage this time.
Now we're angry.
Yeah, girl, get it.
There you go.
I missed that.
I miss
And-
getting angry.
Yeah, I do. I do miss playing a barbarian.
Monk will make you
I think-
forget that.
I was just trying to go for something easy this time. I'm like, I don't want to think too hard.
Don't overthink it. Barbarian just hit. You're the tank.
Yeah.
You take the hits. You give the hits.
Yeah, later level,
But
there's
what if
more
the
stuff
gray
to
one?
it.
Oh, not the evil. No, the
No.
evil one is red, right? The gray one is just. Is he just psychotic?
Hmm?
Or I can just be She-Hulk. She-Hulk is like just right. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, she's already ready to go.
I'm
and
like,
she's
well,
green.
technically there's a red She-Hulk as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You can
Trust
be any
me,
color of the rainbow.
it gets complicated.
Marvel, no, really?
Not like that to keep selling comic books or anything.
Let's see if this is gonna roll in here. Did it roll in here? Oh, you know, I forget. I have to stay on this page until it's done.
A 7.
Ooh.
Well, I assume you step up. A 17
Oh.
will hit.
It said within 5 feet, so I thought I was close enough.
Yeah, 5 feet. You still gotta be on it. Or
Okay.
at least with the two-handers, I let them hit diagonal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
No, that makes sense.
of the cleave and whatnot of them.
Yep.
But otherwise, not like you still gotta step in. But yeah, no, that'll hit.
Okay. Do I still have to roll the damage?
Yup. You just gotta click the. If you just click the red, literally right there in roll 20, it'll roll the damage.
Red and roll.
Like
The word
pinkish
great axe.
Great axe.
Boom.
Oh, I did not know that. Look at that.
Yeah, anytime it actually gives you. That is not all of the damage.
Oh.
Cause you're raging, baby.
Yeah, you do even more. I think that's 17.
Plus 3, right?
I think it's. Is it
Is it?
2 to start?
Oh.
Because it goes up.
You
No,
know,
you're probably
yeah,
right. Because
yeah.
I just played her so much later. I haven't played her as early.
Come on.
Damage is 1d12 plus 3.
Well, yeah, you have a 3. You have a 3
You get the
strength.
rage.
You have a strength modifier.
re-
of 3.
Barbarian.
That's plus 3.
Rage damage is +2.
Here. Okay, then that's what I.
So
Yeah, even
17
clicking
total?
on the stat in the rage, like on the character sheet, didn't actually give me the number. It was
No,
making
it doesn't.
me go
I always
through
had to do the math.
everything. So all right, 17 damage. I was right. You take a big old cleave out of that creature, and it seems to be greatly wounded as you hack off this part of it, but you watch as the vines almost seem to then try and reach to begin regrowing itself.
Ew.
So that's bonus and action. I assume you are done then.
I'm done.
Darius.
alrighty. Well, let's see here. If I step up and get a little bit closer, am I able to? It's like I can't necessarily tell if there's another wolf up here,
Oh yeah.
or if it's just the. Oh, there we go. The lighting isn't sticking with me. The dang torch.
I think your vision in this fight is just the best vision. I don't care.
I don't even know. Do I even have? I can't remember. I get playing too much looking at stats and stuff. I don't even know if I have dark vision or
Grim
not.
would be so proud that you're looking at your stats and stuff.
Oh, bless his heart. Do I don't even remember if I did. I'm just checking it really fast. But basically, he's just gonna try and get a good enough of view so that way I can actually see what the heck is going on out there. And He's gonna pull out a little clay bottle and load it into his slingshot and launch it into the middle of this area in like a 20-foot cube.
What are you launching?
Fairy fire.
Drop it. You have a spell effect for that.
Question.
Find that.
That fire breathing potion that they gave Hanbei, how many drinks would you say it had or uses? I'm just making like a little note.
It
so
is,
I know.
well, I believe per...
Because they said it was multiple?
Well, yes, I believe the description of Potion of Fire Breathing is 3 uses.
Oh, that's what it's actually. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, if you go to your... Okay, yeah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Potion of Fire Breath.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused and I just didn't know what the fuck it was, so I just put Fire Breath Potion thing as a custom item. Okay.
So yeah, that's what I meant. It's got 3 uses per the item. So that's how you're hitting it.
Yep. I'm gonna drop it there. Launch this clay vial out of this thing. Just kind of drop it in between the two of them, so that way I don't get any on Zahara and Hanbei.
I don't want to get the same number. Don't trust it.
That's a
So 1 pass, 1 fail.
yeah, DC 13.
Yeah, I got a 5 and a
Gonna have to
17.
slot. All right.
So I'm going to say the one in front is unaffected, and this one here is sparkly.
Yeah, he's glowing a little bit like a phosphorescent purple. And anybody that takes a swing at that one or uses an attack roll, it has advantage as long as you can see it.
Which one?
The one
I
back
believe
here.
it was, yeah, this
Right
one.
here.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, that dude.
It should have...
Yeah, there's a marker underneath the name
Oh,
of the
okay, yeah.
other one. It's
Yeah.
like it's there, it's just a little tough to see just because of name tag placement.
It's not doing
It's a
what
thing.
I want. Ooh. Or maybe it's because of all the lights. Maybe I got to do it this way.
Mhm. Then, last thing that Darius will do is shift over in front of Li Tian and Lemon, and pull out 3 little rocks from his bag, and as a bonus action, cast Magic Stone on them. So they are now 3 little rocks that, see if anybody else uses them, they could also throw them at something up to 60 feet to make an attack roll, or a spell attack? Yeah, spell attack using my attack roll to do 1d6 plus my spellcasting modifier. So I'm just going to hold out my hand with the 3 of them to Lemon and Li Tian and say, if you guys want one, feel free to take one. They might come in handy if one of them things gets a little too close.
All right, I'll take it.
I like it. I've done my best to make it glow.
Yay!
Hey.
All right. Now,
That's all I do.
it's that wolf's turn.
Well, that's rude. I was gonna move there, Wolf. I was gonna place myself between the two of you, but here we go.
right, this glowing wolf lunges in and latches on to Zuhara, sinking their teeth in for an unhalved total of 11. So I will let you half that, because I will only be giving you pre-mitigation totals. Do you understand me?
You're just giving me the damage and then I figure it out.
Because when you're raging, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay. Yep.
So you're taking 11 piercing damage. You always round down.
Yep.
So boom. And it is latched on. But at this point in time, you're not sure exactly what that means. As it seems to be holding you in its teeth, you can see as these vines seem to be beginning to reach for you. Hanbei.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Potion of Fire Breath states that I have the ability to breathe fire, and it just says damage. Is it actually like a Dragonborn's Breath of Fire in a line, or is it just Fireball, or...
No, it is... I mean, essentially...
Because it literally just says exhale target, or exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of yourself. The target makes a DC saving throw and
It's
takes
a
damage on a fail save.
15-foot cone.
Okay. Hanbei is going to look at Zahara, and he's going to pull out the Potion of Fire Breath and just kind of hold it in his hand if she wants to take it.
So I can take a swig?
On your
Up to
turn,
you.
you'll be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's I will mark one charge off of it just to.
That's going to be
my
bonus.
yeah, that's my bonus. I don't think so. If I move there, it's AOP. Question: am I able to move diagonals? So move through Zuhara and then place myself here.
No.
Okay, so I need to know. Cool.
Not with the threat, unfortunately.
That's what I wanted to double check. We're doing this.
Well,
And the one is treated as a 3, so it's actually a 9 because I have a great weapon mastery.
Ah, yes you do. Yeah, so 3, 3, 3, 9 damage.
Yeah. So Hanbei is going to pop out the old rusty weapon. And we also have Graze. No, that hits. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, you hit. You didn't have to worry about the minimum damage of Graze.
Yeah, wanted to double check.
Yep.
I don't. So it's a cone. Okay. That's turn.
Okay.
I think it's better for me to just wait here.
Probably for now. You guys are kind of beefy.
Yeah. Zahara can breathe fire in that area and possibly clip too, so.
Alright. Kai!
I'm coming. I'm just getting some water. I knew it was my turn, but I thought that would take longer.
We're still low level, so and there's only 3 monsters.
So it's so Zahara, it is a range of 30 feet, but a cone of 15 feet. And it's kind of beefy damage wise. It's 46 fire if they fail the DC 16 or 13 saving throw.
I might recommend saving it.
You might recommend what?
Saving it. Wait till the
Yeah.
perfect point.
Well, if you drink it, it states that you have
Oh yeah.
The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times or 1 hour passes, and there's still 2 more charges of it. So
I'm just saying that
We gotta call the other doggy.
It stays a
Yeah.
good option, and you know fire works on these things, but you don't know what else might affect them in positive and negative ways.
Yeah, but we're not the magic people, so we just gotta call the other doggy.
yeah,
Here, doggy. Come here, doggy.
intelligence is not on by strong suit. He just knows things are biting and they have vines, and fire was bad to them before. So
Yeah. But now, are you back, Kai?
I've been here. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No,
Sorry.
you're fine. I was addressing it to you.
Tell me about the terrain here. What's it like? The elevation,
Right now,
like in this area from like here? Because I'm guessing I don't want to cross through either one of these circles. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but they
Oh
seem
no,
bad.
no, that's fine. No, the green is the glow off of the rocket in this area, and right now
Oh.
that's the glow coming off of the wolf that got sparkle sunshine splattered.
So if I'm not in the glow, no one can see me?
I mean, everybody has night vision except for Darius.
Well, I'm asking about the wolves.
They're wolves.
they can
I like
see.
But do the wolves have night vision?
It's only
Oh.
what deer, dog, and I see.
I thought you were correcting my grammar.
No,
Nope.
no. I was just saying like they're wolves. Of course they have dark vision.
That's my childhood trauma. Sorry,
No.
that just leaked out there. Okay.
No, yeah, I was just saying, nah, they can see you. Darius is the only one having problems right now because you got elven blood, and you got 2 dragonborn and 2 orcs. The orcs are seeing the best. The orcs are seeing like the wolves at night. So
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But do tell me what's going on here with this elevation?
it is
like,
a fairly clear
is it a
path.
slope up?
You're okay right there.
No, is it flat or is it sloped up? Is it like a little hill situation?
The entire thing is a slight hill upwards. You're
It's a ledge, like a flat ledge, or is it like it slopes up from like here to here?
It reaches a slight elevation to the peak where it's actually breaking out here. It's a slight
Okay, so not like
outcropping of
huge.
land. No.
I mean, I'm a ninja here. I'm just trying to make sure I understand the land. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's things I can do as a monk. And I'm just trying to make sure. I'm starting to figure out a little bit. So
No, you're fine. That's why I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't have much elevation. It's an outcropping of land over a chasm.
can I? So, do I have to make my flurry of blows on the same at the same time? Does it have to be like, or can it be like move?
You can always move between attacks.
Even with a flurry of blows as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I want to, I don't know what. There's like too many options, but like I'm also weak as shit.
You're in trouble at higher levels.
Well, no, it's just that I'm still figuring out like when to use things. Because the focus points, I don't want to forget about those.
If
I
you
don't wanna
forget about focus
disengage.
points on monk, we are gonna have bad days.
Well,
what
that's
does
your whole
what does
kit.
disengage mean?
disengage is when you're in combat and you want to back up without getting hit.
Oh, so don't give them the opportunity of attack.
Correct.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah.
It takes away their chance to do attack of opportunity.
Because you're disengaged.
Excellent. That's exactly what I want to hear. That's not what I thought it was going to be, and that makes me so happy because now I think I know what I'm going to do. Because I definitely forgot about the opportunity attack, which I would have given myself had I done what I was going to do. So I want to do focus step of the wind. So I want to dash. Basically, I want to get from here to here, but like around. And I want to, which would be my bonus action.
Okay.
Oh wait, I could have sworn I counted that out.
No,
How
it's
fast
fine.
can I
You're
dash?
fine. You're fine.
Oh,
Because
okay.
dash means that you're with this move, you're getting your normal movement and a bonus movement. Okay.
Okay. I do want to try to hit this fucker on my path on my way there. But like if I attack and then I leave, you get the opportunity to attack unless I disengage, right? Because I'm like so fast.
Correct.
Excellent.
Right now, the
Excellent.
disengage is, so you want to attack this first one and then get to the second one, or are you trying to attack this one?
This is where I want to end up, but on my way there,
you want to hit
I
this
want
one.
to.
That's fine.
I want to.
That works
I want to hit
perfectly
that
fine
one.
with your plan. Yeah, because you're just stopping here and making your two attacks, and then using a disengage action to end up here.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yep. So we'll
Exactly.
pause. We'll pause
But like
you
it's
right
kind of
here.
like a as I'm turning around it, like scooting around, I'm like
Yep.
pow pow, and I keep going.
Well, unfortunately, at this level, it's only one POW.
Okay.
Because
a flurry of blow is my bonus action.
Well, see, but you're using Step of the Wind as your bonus action. So you can only use one bonus action. So that's why you're only getting the one attack this time. But you get this one at advantage because of the glowing sparkle dust. So roll it at advantage.
Excellent. And should I dagger him or unarmed strike him?
For you, doesn't really make much difference.
I have you're right. Okay. Advantage.
Not a great roll. Unfortunately, an 11 will not hit.
Son of a bitch. Should have used a dagger.
The damage would have been the same. It was just... But all right.
It's okay if I think that in my head, though.
Yeah,
But now I'm there.
But you
and
missed.
I can't do anything else, right?
Nope, that is your movement action bonus action.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. So, Li Tian.
Yes.
There are wolvies.
I got wolves.
They
They're in
don't
front of
seem
me.
happy, and they seem to have a little bit of something coming out of them right there.
Firebolt. Yeah, firebolt. Pew! What? I'm upset.
That did not go as planned.
No,
The
the
dice are
dice
not
were
in
like
our favor
the
today.
dice was like on a 16, and then it like. Yeah, I missed.
That's why I was like, eh.
Fizzle.
Yeah, with the Roll20 subscription, they have a thing right now, and one of the effects is rocket.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I don't know what I would
kidding.
use for anyone else except for Li Tian here,
Boom.
but okay. But they have different types, because like this is smoke.
Oh, smoke bomb.
But yeah, your fire absolutely misses it with an 8. Not even close. Do you have
I
any
didn't
kind
get
of
the
bonus
impact.
action or anything that you're doing?
Any bonus actions? Nope.
Okay. This wolf feels like it has been forced into a situation that it didn't want to be a part of.
Which one?
The one that you're in front of.
Excellent.
You get an attack of
I
opportunity.
didn't touch it. Oh. Wait. Is it sentient?
You get an attack of opportunity because it's running away.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant it like just paused or something.
No.
All right.
No. It sees
So
you and
that's
it's like,
any action?
nah. You have your reaction to take one attack.
All right. Which I'm assuming is not a flurry of blows.
No,
Because
it's
that
just
would be
a
a bonus.
normal. Yep.
Okay. Making sure.
Yep. Flurry of Blows is a monk specific ability that gives you a bonus action that gets scaling bonus attacks. Because at higher level it becomes even more than 2. So a 19 will hit. So you pop it as it's running away.
Gotta roll damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I click on the pink thing?
You can click on the pink thing if you want.
Pink thing.
8 stabby.
It's Sabbath.
All right. You shank it and it runs by. And it sees where the one wolf already is lunged into Zuhara. And it makes
As it ran away, can I like
That did
basically
not roll.
gut it across the side? But like if it's not dead, like it's just a huge like lash across the side of it as it ran by.
Essentially, you did 8 damage to it.
Excellent. I just needed a visual.
Yeah. No, I'm totally in for the RP of it.
Okay, cool.
So, now, the other wolf manages to hit Zuhara.
Seriously?
I mean, they have advantage with pack tactics. That's why they're running at the 2 of you.
Oh.
that's why that's why the first
know.
one missed, and then the other 2 have hit. And now that it latches onto you, you watch as the vines from both of them open up and the front maw of these wolves unhinges as they use their combined engulf.
No.
You are
So now they can attack together.
this is
unit?
perhaps something that is a part of the infection and a part of the larger creature
Oh,
that's infecting them. And maybe a part
Hive
of
mind.
something you will see the
Later on.
larger creatures not having to do as a unit. So
It's a hive mind.
yes. Well, in this situation, kind of. But they are working together because they are individually not big enough to swallow you.
Can I shout that,
so
or do I have to
gross.
wait till my turn to say that?
I mean, it's not entirely a hive mind, but yeah, no, I mean, you can shout it. It's fine.
Well, yeah, but like, if I'm just saying, like, Kai is thinking that is what's happening here because she's witnessing it from a distance.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
But right now,
All right. So I'm just gonna yell, "It's a hive mind!"
as you scream that, you watch as Zuhara is completely engulfed in
No!
these vines and weird mutated meat of this creature's remains.
Really?
Zuhara
I'm a pretty big lady.
is currently, but you're still medium.
Ah,
You are currently
Aren't you large?
blinded and restrained. And on your turn, you just have to succeed on a saving throw to break free from it.
you said blind. I'm blinded and restrained.
Yup. You're being eaten. You
That's
take
so gross.
you take 8 piercing damage from the initial strike, and you are currently restrained. So yeah.
That's 8 pre-have, right?
What?
That's 8 pre-rage.
Yes,
Have
Yep.
that is pre-rage.
Yep.
Like I
I've
said, I
already
am
been warned and
always
educated.
That is always how I do it for this game. Because
Gotcha.
people will have resistance, or you might have spells that even give you extra resistance, and there are extra abilities that add resistance. So as we progress, and I plan on being epic level characters, you're probably going to have a fuck ton of resistances, so I'm just going to give you the total.
Sounds fair.
But, so this one now sees that Zuhara seems to be okay right now, and doesn't feel like it needs to worry about Zuhara, so it's going to attack Hanbei again. Homie coming for that ass. He uses your moment of hesitation, seeing Zuhara being engulfed by the maws of these wolves, to lunge at your throat. Do you have anything to prevent things, or to change what I have?
Let me double check. I don't believe so. If it's an ability check, that's all.
Then, you are crit.
Oh no.
Here we go.
You take 19.
Here we go.
Oh.
As a large gash of blood sprays forth from Hanbei, as it catches him right across the nape of the neck and shoulder. Lemon.
Alright. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point and twin spell magic missile at the two closest to me. So that's
I
what,
don't-
3 at first level?
I don't think that's quite how that one... Because you said twin spell, right?
Yeah. Oh, well then I'll twin chaos bolt them.
Okay, that's why I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not how that one combines. Because that's still a really strong spell. Or a really
it doesn't
strong...
hit, though.
Well, but doesn't that mean... Give me a second here. Let me look at your abilities for a second.
Or do I roll for both?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you get... Oh, yeah, so there's one other thing that you're forgetting, too. So, one, yes, you're going to roll twice, one for each attack, essentially, with using the split cast, and you're going to target something else. Hold on. 2, innate sorcery gives you advantage.
That's right. Okay, so the first one's a 17.
There you go. That's why I'm like, hold on. You have advantage. Please
Second
let me
one's a crit.
explain. So you have
Second
to
one's
target two targets, essentially. So what one's getting the first and which one's getting the crit?
This one is getting the first attack, and this one that's got Zuhara is getting the crit.
Okay. So then, is
What do the
this...
two different numbers mean?
See, that's why that's exactly the next... My next question was, what is the damage type? Because isn't it like...
It's poison or acid damage. Or no, I have to roll for it. That's what the roll is.
Yeah, it's based on the damage, I
So
thought,
the first
right?
one is cold damage. The second one is, I'll go with the first, force damage. So the crit is, so 11 to both. First one's cold, second one's force.
Okay. Well. So the first one is cold, second one's force.
Mm-hmm.
The first one strikes it, and you watch as the cold seems to make the leaves shrivel slightly, but the plant seems to be slightly resistant to it.
Cold doesn't do much.
6, and then that is
And that's my turn. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
11 and 7, 18. Okay, we chunkin'. Alright, so Zuhara, you have to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn.
I don't get to take any attacks of opportunity because they bit me.
Right now, you are essentially rolling to see if you get to do anything or take damage.
Okay, you said Constitution.
Yes. It's not that high. You're not an ideal target. I'm gonna be real honest. You are not an ideal target for this attack. That is a success, yeah. So you kind of watch as these two wolves are trying to hold you in place with these kind of unfurled tendril maws, and you kind of manage to rip your arm free of it and then slowly peel it back off of you as you kind of rip yourself out and take only half of what it would have been. So 5 damage as you manage to escape their maws. And now you can continue going.
All right. I am gonna. What was that cone size of the fire,
15.
and how far?
Well, it's up to. Right now, you can spew it directly out of you.
Oh, so I get to choose how far.
Yeah. Right now, you can drink it and hit the two in front of you. That's fine. Like you are semi-surrounded. I will allow it. They are
right.
slightly longer boys.
I will, especially being almost engulfed. I'll take the one swig, and I'm gonna spray it on both of these two.
Okay. Roll the damage. What's the DC on this?
DC 13 dexterity.
Okay.
If they pass it, they take half. If they fail, they take the full. I think it's 66 or whatever.
What am I rolling? What dice?
46 for fire.
Boom. Do it.
No, I mean like what do I roll?
You're rolling 4d6.
4d6.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know how.
If
How do I
you
roll
click
4
on the
or 5?
dice, if you just in roll 20, if you click on the dice, and it'll give you the dice roller,
roll
and
20.
then you
Oh,
just
there it is.
click 4d6.
Yep, I see it.
Boom.
Nice.
So I got 1 pass and 1 fail. So the one on the side of you is going to pass, and the one in front of you is going to take the full brunt. I'm going to, yeah. Oh, no, I did the full.
She'll be cussing at them in Orcish with a very heavy accent from where she's from while she's doing this. Well, after she does. She's pissed.
I love it.
She's yelling about their mothers and everything.
Which is, of course, a much bigger disrespect in Orcish culture.
Uh-huh.
All right, I love it. They are looking bloodied.
They're not fit dinner for her goats.
That makes it Darius's turn.
Where does that come from?
Mm-hmm. Um, let's see. Well, about the only thing that Darius can really do is either hurt everybody over there, or just hurt one of them. So
And
gonna
Hanmei
load
looks
that,
pretty hurt. So
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
I like the
How about do it?
circle of squishies over here, though. Like the semicircle of squishy, and then the bundle of smash over here.
Hey, we had an idea, man. Like, there's only so much that we could do here, and you know what? We know the goal, the plan, and the fucking execution. Make wall. That's the whole plan.
I like the bundle of smash. Gonna load the one pebble that I got into the slingshot and fire at the one that's glowing.
Okay.
That way, advantage.
Advantage, and it goes off of your intelligence rather than your dex.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it's actually
It's
a
an additional
ranged
one.
spell attack.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that's
+5
one.
instead of +4.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages of that
Oh.
spell overall, because it then uses that for damage too. So 19 will definitely hit it.
It was almost a crit too.
Aw.
Yeah, it was hovering on the 20 and then just tipped.
It's like, nah, not today.
Nah.
All right, 5 damage.
5 points.
It ain't looking so good.
I hate these things already.
Any bonus action?
Not a bonus action, but I'm just, since they're much closer now, I'm just gonna move back about like 15 feet. It's like, you know, they're up there, but they're still a little too close for my taste. I'd rather hit them from afar.
You learned last time.
Yeah.
Quick
Alright.
question, D. I forgot to roll D20s. Do I need to roll 2 for the twin spell or just 1?
Just one is fine.
Okay. Nope. Alright.
And Woofy Woof. Not looking so good. But gonna make an attack on Zuhara. This advantage is really working out for them, I gotta say.
How do I break the advantage?
You have to kill or get them to
I
run.
can't believe they're not
Yeah.
dead yet.
They
Just
ain't
kill or
looking
break 'em
so
up.
good. I gotta tell you that. You should at least be able to see bars right over their heads.
Nope.
What? God
Nope.
damn it.
No bars.
Sheer
bars.
willpower.
That's better. I see 1. There's
And
2.
2.
And 3. Da, da, da.
I'm like, they don't have very much left.
Well, I'm gonna kill these
To
motherfuckers.
us, they seemed like unkillable machines.
I'm like, they ain't. I said they were looking pretty bloodied. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they're like a pretty buddy. No health bar, no nothing. And we're like, what's this?
That's why I was like, man.
So her breathe fire on them. Fucking Darius is burning them. Lucian's fucking doing shit. Levin's doing chaos bolts, and you're just like, and they still stand. And we're like, you ever seen that golem from Lord of the Rings? It's not ending.
Well, this
Makes you
this
feeling
one-
better. All I did was hit it with a rock.
This one manages to hit Zuhara potentially in its last attack for 13. Clickety clackety click.
Some good typing speed.
Yeah.
It's
One final tap.
It's for good measure. Had to make sure the essay got turned in.
Oh man. So that would then make it Hanbei's turn. I believe in you.
So here's the problem. Can't attack and diagnose, correct?
Only with larger weapons.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm smacking the one in front of me.
I would just put everything into that one for now.
Yeah. That's
That
not
will
a 1,
hit.
so we're good. Because it's 2, 3, 3, so that's just 8. And then I'm gonna
No, that's
second
9.
one. This?
1s and 2s become 3s.
Oh, 2s. Yeah.
Your minimum
See?
damage
Proud of you.
with your greatsword is 9.
Proud of you. See? So I need you around. Roll 1d10. This is +2, so I'm gonna heal 8.
Hey, using them fighter skills.
And then they touched my butt, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna smack the one in front of me again.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
Hanbei's just gonna cleave it down the middle when it goes to open up its mouth again.
All right.
And with that, I'm gonna move over to the next one, right next to me. There's no emotion, it's just deadpan eyes and a cleave.
You lash out, reach back, feeling yourself slowly get that adrenaline surge as you feel slightly better, and then you rush forward as it begins to snarl at you and cleave it through its body down into its second set of legs, and you watch as the two halves clump into one pile on the ground, everything seeming to be still.
I'm gonna do this real quick. Just because you know what it's for. Okay. Yeah. Real happy smile across his face. Real happy smile.
Right now it's just the eyes,
Yeah.
because you got a mask on, so.
Yeah. It's there though. Cheeks are elevated.
Them cheeks are rosy.
Yeah.
Alright, that makes it Kai's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna go here, but as I go here, I'm going to use this motherfucker as a trampoline and basically do a Fury of Blows or an unarmed strike, whatever it is, where I like step and hop off of it, and basically I'm like kicking it as I'm jumping. And I'm going to then use my attack to stab this motherfucker with my lucky dagger. Can I do that?
Well, how much movement did you use to get where you are right now?
From where I was?
Yes.
Where was I here?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I think I was here. I think I was here.
I mean, it looks about right.
Yeah.
So, measure. Oh, how do you make it
Right-click.
stop?
You right-click to do an angle.
Oh my gosh, I gotta use both fingers at the same time.
So, Because this one here doesn't have very many hit points.
That
So,
well, that's why I'm using it as a trampoline, and that is enough. That is 30. I can do that. I don't know if you can see my tool or not.
So my point is, if you can down that one in some of these attacks, then it just becomes a dead
That's what
body, which is difficult.
Well, that's the unarmed strike. That's the bonus action. My action or my movement is to it. My bonus action is to unarmed strike the motherfucker.
Maria,
what?
Let me finish.
What? Okay.
The body becomes difficult terrain that you can cross without any additional extra. Once it's dead.
Well, but my jump and kick would be killing it. That's
sure.
Like I am kicking off of it.
But I have to make sure that the mechanics of it still work, or I'm going to make you make rolls.
I'm fine with making rolls, and also I'm going to use one of my luck points for this.
Well, for the ones that are on this guy, you already have advantage from it glowing from the first one.
Then I will not use a luck point.
So you've got
because I will be in the glow the whole time.
15 movement speed to get up here.
Yep.
Make an attack on this one.
Bonus action, and I get a fast
A 24
I'm guessing a 24 hits. Yep.
All right. That is exactly what you needed.
Well, but now I want to get the other guy, because that was my bonus action.
Well, no, that was so essentially that was your normal action, and then you can still move because this will take 25 to get behind this guy.
Yep. And then
actually,
I'll do another armor attack, I guess.
Pause. I wish to inform you guys at this point, this is kind of the first time you guys are in this situation right now. Because you guys have way less melee characters than the West Party. So the West Party, after some debating, I decided to let them kind of try out my own version of flanking for 2024.
Oh. It's 2025.
The rule set.
So you essentially are working with negative cover, depending on the amount of people around somebody.
Ooh.
So in a situation where you are flanking, you will get a +2. If you are
and a +2 damage?
No, to hit.
In addition to advantage?
Well, this one you don't have advantage on unless you use a lucky for, but yes.
Why? I'm in the glow.
If you are, that one is dead. The one that was glowing is now dead.
Oh, I see.
Essentially, its body was highlighted in magical glow, which meant that made it easier to kill.
Well, then, luck it away. Do this.
If you are able to surround it on all 4 sides per negative cover, that would be a +5.
Okay. Did I do that?
No, you are on 3 sides of it. But I'm just saying, you will have a +2 for this attack.
Okay. So I used a luck point, so I get advantage. And this is going to be... I want to use a flurry of blows, just because I haven't done it before.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you can make...
Oh, +2, so 11.
An 11 is not quite enough, but you get 1 more with flurry of blows.
Oh, that's right. I thought that would, like...
No, you as a monk can always make one-armed attack without any investment. You can, as a bonus action, you can make one-armed strike with no extra cost. but that will, of
Yeah.
course, do your 8 damage.
So
Boom.
from the future, so I fully understand. Essentially, if you're flanking it completely, it's +2 to hit. If we had an extra person to cover all 4 sides, it's a +5.
Mm-hmm.
But since we only have 3 melee in this main group, we'll probably only ever have the +2. But I'm not moving here, but just for an example. So if Kai wasn't on the right and me and Zuhara were like this would be +2. But if the two of us are like this, it's nothing, right?
I mean, you've got 2 artificers that can also wear armor. So, say in this situation, Li Tian was here. This is +5.
That would be
for everybody.
+5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just double checking to see is it completely opposite flanking like this that allows +2, or is it just covering
Yes.
2 sides?
Opposite flanking.
Okay, cool. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, because when
So
you're on
the arm
opposite
does not
sides
have
of
flanking
something,
bonus.
you are effectively giving it negative cover because it can't cover both points.
Right.
Whenever I can draw a line through it. That's the only thing that is flanking for me, not
Okay.
threatening.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Because that's, again, where, because there are so many other things to give advantage in this version,
Yeah.
this just works with armor so that it can help people. And that can also work so that you as a, later on rogue can still use other methods to give yourself advantage and still take advantage of this flanking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was
Uh,
just curious about. I wanted to get the full idea of what, like, flanking and...
Yeah. No problem. Kai?
I forgot to mention something.
Mm-hmm.
RP, or yeah. So at like when I started moving, I was basically like yelling no because like this all happened to Zuhara because I didn't get the wolf. Like I didn't kill it as it walked by and then like had the hive mind situation, right? It's like I feel guilty and I feel like, oh my gosh. So I'm like in a fury. I'm like, no, and I like right? Don't even realize Zuhara was okay because my brain just like got so mad. Just I felt like that was important.
I'm here for it. This makes it Li Tian's turn.
Firebolt.
Firebolt!
Okay. Yeah.
A 15 will hit.
Yay! Bam. 3 damage.
3 damage. Boom. A sizzle and a pop, and it takes 3 damage. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. My one surviving Woofy doesn't know which way to turn.
You gotta spit him like a bottle.
Okay, can I use a reaction to taunt it?
Sure. Make me. Gosh, make me an
Intimidation? Oh, yeah, bet.
I was gonna give you advantage for that, but.
Okay, I'll roll a second one. We'll see.
All
Alright, yeah, 10's it. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Tell me it crits, please.
It didn't crit, but I'm just shocked that it hit on its own, to be entirely honest. Like, they didn't got great stats on their own. I was just, the advantage was getting it every time where I had like a 20 on the die, like not on the die, like a 20 total. So,
Well,
this
I
one's
mean,
like an 18 on the die.
I
so
was
I'm just
rolling
like,
great for the
okay.
first like 2 sessions, so it was bound to come and like slap me in the ass very soon.
So you take 6.
Alright, bet.
Lemon.
Okay. Let's do this.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna throw my spear.
Please don't kill me.
It's-
Please don't let me have survived the wolves and then die to our fucking our sorcerer.
Oh, no,
Okay,
19
thank
will
God.
hit.
We'll take that.
Just out of nowhere in the middle of the fight, you see this spear just sink into
6.
its side.
Is it another war cry from them? I'm like,
It kind of like limps to the side on that shoulder when it gets hit. It's like, "Woo!"
Damn it, puppy.
it's-
Oh wait, do
And-
I get advantage on that? Or is that only for spells?
Yeah, not on
Maybe it's
ranged,
sorcery.
unfortunately. Yeah,
Okay,
not.
I didn't think
No.
so. I didn't think so.
Nope. Yeah,
Alright.
it does also increase your DCs by 1.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for sorcerers because you get advantage on any of your spell attacks and a +1 to your DCs anytime you activate it.
Okay.
What does that look like for you?
The innate sorcery?
Yeah, it's like an awakened state for you at that point. Like,
Super Saiyajin.
is it like Akira pissed off little kid? Like,
It's like Chihuahua shaking. He's just so excited to cast a spell.
Chihuahua shaking with like arcane energy kind of crackling up the hair, making it kind of just fro out into this rainbow fro of colors.
I'm here for it. Yes. All right, and then I'm gonna run back here next to Darius.
All right, wonderful.
Ah.
Zuhara, clean it up.
Do I have enough room to like? Well, am I still? Did I still have one of my arms?
You are completely free at this point,
Okay.
and this thing is looking fairly wounded in front of you.
Wait, how many breaths do I get per swig?
3.
3. All right, I'm just gonna spit on that one again.
3 or 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. I like it. Roll the damage.
Is it the same thing 4 again?
Yeah, it's still 46.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
I was about to say even half. That's toast. You let loose this breath of flame, and the entire wolf just seems to crumple in on itself as it seems to catch on fire, slowly cooking itself. And the scent isn't unpleasant.
Is that like familiar smell or?
Should just grumble that at least their carcasses don't stink as they die.
Well,
Mm.
it almost has a beefy smell to it.
Well, wait, it should be umami.
Yeah,
If they're
it's a
they're
very meaty
floral or-
smell, despite the
like-
floral.
mushrooms.
I don't know. That sounds like the sort of thing you'd have to ask a meat expert.
Okay, what am I supposed to roll?
Oh no! I specifically told you, and
Oh, I
said in the
oh.
recap that there was that one person outside of the
Yep.
family that was one of the, because I was trying to give you somebody that wasn't initially directly connected to the family like that, as you guys don't necessarily trust the Empire right this moment.
That is very fair.
You know, I
I'll
try to consider that.
tell you. So this is the guy that has like all the exotic meat, right?
Yeah, he is
Yep. I remember.
known for buying it from where you were, because he does buy from the families to try and get all of any type of meat he can get his hands on.
Is there enough I can cut off and wrap in something that's not flambéed and is non-active?
I mean, you've got 2 corpses that are non-cooked that
Okay.
you could essentially try and dress and take with you.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Make me a survival check with advantage.
I gotta remember how to do advantage.
Hold shift. It should bring up like a green dice when you do that. Boom!
You did it.
These
You
things,
did it!
man, you've got full butcher dressing of these things. You've got twine and paper out of nowhere. These things are rolled and ready.
She better.
Do I,
That's like
do
what
I
she
see
does.
this?
I mean,
Do I
yeah,
see
she's
this?
doing this in front of everybody. I mean, it
All right.
it takes a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
be
of
like-
time.
Damn. That's some. You've done this before, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
It leaves
Impressive.
you with no question that woman knows how to handle her meat.
My kind of woman. I don't know what that means.
That was a 19 and a 20 on that advantage. I love that. Like
Mhm.
on the dice. That's great.
This is what I do at home. Like this is every day.
All right. So then I take it you are taking your dressed meat and going off to meet this individual.
Yes.
Then that leads you back into the city of Nondoland and to the outskirts of the Raging Chicken Tavern.
Look at the food on that table.
This tavern
Oh, is that a pizza?
has been standing for a good couple hundred years in the
Ribs?
lower area. I mean, there is a menu. So as you arrive, you can tell that this building has been here for some time, and even those of you who have spent time in Nondoland have heard of the Raging Chicken Tavern. And you know that it is a place to go for hearty meals, and that the dragonborn proprietor of this place has always been known for both their welcoming personality and their filling meals. And that the family not only earned their right to kind of have this place long ago by doing work for the Empire, but they've also proven themselves by winning the food wars that are held by the Ritalia family, who has both a food war and a brew war yearly to see who has the best food and brew in the Empire. And as you walk in, you can see above the hearth where there's this award that is just hanging above the mantelpiece.
I bet the food here is pretty good. Anybody hungry?
Yes.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh.
I'm just gonna put the menu into Roll20 there.
Quack fat stew.
But yeah,
Ooh.
now you've got to walk in and talk to the proprietor here.
I want the raging chicken.
Ooh.
All right. Where is he?
Well, you got a door there. You got to walk in, and I believe he's at the bar.
Fat Stew, what up, bruh?
What's going on? Come on in, come on in.
Hey, I want a good bowl of marrow muncher stew. It's my favorite. You know that.
Marrow Muncher Stew. Ah, yes, perfect, perfect. You have a large party. Good. Have a seat, have a seat. Always welcome.
You take a moment to really capture the presence of Fat Stew and all that he is here. Do you want to describe kind of what Fat Stew looks like to them?
Yeah, so I'm a very tall dragonborn. I'm 6 foot whatever, I don't know numbers. With big, bulky muscles, utility belt full of different spices and seasonings. On my back, strapped as a backpack. At least you think it is. But you notice it's round and egg-like. Oh, no, it is an egg. I have an egg on my back that I am carrying around with me. Not like a duck egg, but a big egg.
Like a dragonborn egg?
Yes.
That's awesome. Why do you have a dragonborn egg on your back? I feel like
You
that's
asked me in
a
game.
dangerous place. Like, aren't you afraid it's gonna get broken?
This is home, and this is Little Stew's home as well. He must, or
Oh,
she,
little Stu.
they must grow in the kitchen if they will one day fulfill their own legacy.
Or your legacy.
What?
This food looks so good. I can't wait.
Yeah. That is my specialty after all.
All right,
He
well,
might
I'm
be
gonna
called
go
Fat
join my
Stew.
group.
He might be called Fat Stew, but he is anything but fat. He is very tall and lean and bulky.
Then what's the point?
What?
Why fat stew? Why not just like lean stew?
Oh, well, that'd be kind of a boring kind of stew, wouldn't it? My father called me Stew. So my family's always been the Stews, besides Thaddeus. He was the first, but he created the Stew legacy. Every stew is given a legacy of their own. My father, Fishy Stew, and my great father, Smelly Stew. If you actually sit in that chair over there, you can get a good whiff of that smelly special.
Is stew short for something, or is it a nickname? Like stew, like the food?
He just kind of looks around at the different stews that are all about on the menu. Grandpapa Thaddeus thought a good idea, and that would be the stews. Every stew would be special in its own way.
So your family is very fortunate, you would say. You've been very prosperous.
Very blessed in the
So
stew.
yes, and she didn't look at her other friends as in fortunate, very good luck. Like that fat isn't girthy. Good gracious.
That isn't fact. I spent many a year perfecting my fatty stews. And when I am gone from this earth, and my little stew takes over, he will do his own specialty. Although I'm not quite sure what that's going to be yet, honestly. Kind of having some problems with that, honestly. Been really racking my brain around what we're going to call this little stew. Not quite sure. I mean, kind of like whiny stew, but White tells me I can't call him that.
What about beef?
Sorry, what?
What about beef?
Beef? Well, there was a red stew, and that was kind of a variety of beefs. I don't know. I don't want to lock him into like one specific thing, you know? Like a lot, like fats. There's lots of different kind of fats. I can go protein fats. I can go coconut fats, like beef stew, chicken stew. I mean, my papa, fishy stew. A lot of different kind of fish out there. He'd be over there by the riverbank with his old pole. Can't get a damn thing to work anymore, but still. Anyways, you got some ideas for a baby name? I'd love to hear it, but I digress. I'm talking way too much. What do you want?
I already ordered.
If
Oh,
only something had brought you here.
No. We're talking about the food right now. DM, go away.
I was saying, do we want to talk about getting food, or we want to get down to business?
Food.
I mean, they've got all these awards. It's kind of a big deal, right?
I'm basically
I
gonna put
heard
a
there was
gold
a
on
Mara
the.
lunch or somewhere.
I'm gonna put a gold on the counter and just point to the raging chicken, and then just go sit down at the table.
Ah.
I'll approach him and say, when you have time, I need to show you something. I have never seen anything like this before.
Friend,
and you,
I'm
like
married.
me, but far more wise, know
No.
what goes on with these animals in our area.
You just said a whole lot of words there, and I don't quite understand. Something about being wise, and that does not seem quite right. My wife's pretty wise, but she's busy. You kind of hear in the background just a lot of banging happening somewhere.
Do you have somewhere I can show you this, but not like out in the open?
Whoa, I am happily married.
Oh, she's getting frustrated now. But she doesn't want to harm him because she sees the egg on the back.
There is.
So she's.
You can see that there is like a wall, essentially. Like this is a wall kind of separating into the back kitchen and storage area.
Okay. So she just tells him, come here.
Well, okay. Everyone else, I know we got a Mara Muncher in already and a raging chicken. Go ahead and take a look at the menu. We got fresh bread, mugs and ale. That's about it, honestly, though. So take a look at the menu. I'll be right back.
You got my raging chicken?
It's coming, baby.
Yay!
You want something to show me?
So Zuhara takes out the very carefully packed cuts of the viney wolf and show him and ask, have you seen anything like this recently in any of your shipments or around here?
Wow. Not really. Is it meat or is it vegetables? I can't quite tell.
This came off of what looks like an infected wolf.
Whoa! Infected. No, about
It's
that.
no longer moving.
It's dead and clean.
What?
Wow. I mean, who's the butcher? They did a good job on this one.
Thank you.
Hey, that's not. I like you. So,
But yes. Have you seen anything like this? Have you heard anyone talking about strange animals doing strange things?
Interesting. Have you tried eating it yet?
Oh, no. Would you want to eat this? This is foul.
I don't know. It kind of smells good.
Yeah, but no.
Can I see it?
Do I need to ask your wife about this?
Oh, no. She is not. She's a stew by birth. Or no, that's weird. She's a stew by marriage. That's the word. But I'm the specialist here. Let me see it.
Okay, do not eat that. Do not consume this. It is not fit. No.
interesting. I'll be honest, I've seen nothing like this before. I've seen lots of meats. I've seen lots of plants. It looks like this plant and the meat's like fusing together in one delicious morsel.
And
You sure I can't try it out a little bit?
you can kind of see as he's kind of cutting into the further, like, dressed pieces of this, where you've seen slices of meat that you've prepared from the farm before, and even when things are butchered up and you're lining up the kind of the tendon lines and everything for butchering, you can still see within the meat body itself. And with him kind of separating it into the cuts like that, you can see where it's all interiorly fused, where it no longer looks just like vines profusing through something. That these core muscles seem to have been altering into something, and that's what was enabling them to stretch beyond normal means.
I don't really know what I'm looking at right now, but that's cool.
Okay. Well, if you come across anything like this or any animals, and she scowls, do not consume it. Do not feed this to your family or here.
But
Are you sure? I mean,
as you
I
think
feel
about
like-
it, in this moment, for the very least, you know that, I mean, he is a green dragonborn. And in this moment, you know that throughout most of the Empire, the green dragonborn are the ones that would be tested for this sort of thing anyways. You've seen it with Lemon, that you know one way or another this is going to end up going into the mouth of a green dragonborn.
They'll eat anything?
No. The Empire will find out. And the Empire will find out on their own and test it on their own. So, you can try and make something positive of finding out now on your own, or you can leave that up to the Empire to find out.
Do they have, like, I don't know anything about Dragonborn, like...
Green Dragonborn have resistance to poisons and that sort of thing, and that's why they're used more as test subjects.
You're asking me to feed something I wouldn't eat myself to somebody I know. I mean, we may not be friends, but we're acquaintances.
I know, but that's the funny thing of you knew coming into this that he also liked to eat the rare delicacies, and you've brought something in front of him that is never seen before.
But this is actually interesting because it's a protein. Is it fiber? Like, I mean, this could be like the ultimate health food.
Okay.
Okay.
Take this. You cook it really well. I mean, really well.
Oh, I think.
I guess you can try it, since I'm pretty sure I can speak Dragonborn.
I'm sorry. What? I don't understand you.
No, I can't. You're funny. You can try a little bit. Don't harm yourself.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Go ahead.
What happens when they eat it? Like, do they somehow know what, like, innately know what the heck it is? Like, what
find out.
Or is this literally they just eat it and you're watching them? Are you gonna die?
You are seeing science. This isn't.
Oh. So gross. It's such a phobia for me. It's okay. Okay.
So you just gotta try things.
How much did you got? How much of this do you have?
I don't know, how much did I pack?
You dressed 2 full wolves.
Oh goodness gracious me. I'm gonna.
You said that coming into this. You dressed 2 full wolves.
I just look at him with this sorry face, and I look over these 2 huge mounds of of this
Just
green
empties,
meat.
basically turns your bag upside down and just rolls of butcher wrapped meat just fall out of it.
Is this a bag of holding?
No, it is a barbarian who put as much meat as they could carry in their bag.
A meat sack. Wow.
Well, since I bring you this and you seem so enthused, would this cover my friends and mine dinner?
Let me cook it first, then we'll talk.
Aw. All right. Well, at least
No, you can keep most of this. I'm just gonna take like this and this and that's good enough.
if we really like it, you can have it.
Ooh. Oh, let's see. Okay.
I'll keep
go back to
one
your
piece
table.
in
I got
case I
more
have to take it back somewhere. I'm just gonna hold on to one small chunk, like a 10-ounce fillet. Like that's very small. Like I'll explain what size this is. Very small chunk I'll keep.
So he'll take some meat and he's gonna kind of go back, and it's an open kitchen, so you can kind of see, what he's working on, and he's trying a couple different things. He's cutting it up. He's using some fire to kind of toast the edges of it, and he's mumbling to himself a little bit. It takes him some time. He turns around and there's a interesting looking bowl of food in front of him as he walks over to you guys. Now at this point, you guys get whatever stews you ordered for, and all right.
Didn't mix up the meats or anything, did you?
No, he didn't put any of it into your guys' food.
Right.
That you saw.
That's what I was concerned about.
No, I mean he's not really much of a sleight of hand kind of guy, so
Not known for his subtlety.
So very, very interesting. It has layers of fat like meat, but it's also like plants. It's so weird, but it works. Have you? I mean, this is a plant. Does it grow like a plant?
No, I don't think so.
You sure about that?
It
Maybe
in
put in
fact,
some soil, a little bit of water, love and tender growth.
there's no love in this.
Could be.
This starts as in the bats it was like a worm, right?
It was definitely like just in the basic stages versus what you're seeing here.
Okay. I mean, in the beginning, it was a single, like larva that would infect a bat, one of the big riding bats, but now these were wolves that came out like this. I don't know.
These were wolves infected with worms.
These were wolves that had vines coming out of them and that grabbed us.
Okay.
And then would expand.
Wait, expand that as in how?
Like vines, they got bigger and they could merge into each other.
I mean, as much as I know about vegetation, they don't just get bigger on their own. Like they were like
do with enough sunlight and this love you speak of.
So it was like magic vines?
I don't know. I don't know magic.
I mean, this is just interesting because think about it. Like if the vines or the meat. Oh. What if the meat can just grow? Interesting. I'm gonna try that.
Lab grown meat?
I don't
I'm not
know.
saying that in character. I'm just asking if that's what you're.
What's a lab?
Your train of thought is not incorrect. The smell is that of an Impossible Burger.
Oh man, those taste like meat and they smell like meat. They're delicious.
Yeah, so you,
They
he
don't
has
look
a
like plants,
bowl that's
though.
kind of has a bunch of chopped up meat that's kind of been roasted over on the grill. Some of it's rendered down and it had a fatty exterior to it. It's in some kind of a broth that he kind of had some already made. Paired with some vegetables, some different root vegetables, some celery. It smells delicious. And he takes a big bowl. He takes a big spoon and takes a bite.
He seems to be doing just fine.
Are we all? Oh, you're at our table. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right there in front of you. He kind of like at the bar at this point. Okay, so you're at tables. So you're at tables. Um, interesting. It's meaty.
The umami!
It's actually pretty good. I mean, I might have some thoughts on the slow rendering process. Maybe cook it. Oh, it could flatten out. It's a little needs a little tenderized, but I can do that. But this is pretty good. I mean, any more wolves out there?
She thinks for a second. She looks at him. She looks at her clientele. How many other Dragonborn are in this establishment?
My wife's in the back, but she's a blue dragonborn.
Oh, there's only 2. Oh.
At this time of day, you guys are kind of in here at an odd hour.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I remember that. Okay, I remember everything. Yeah, it's usually happen.
Yeah, you're coming in at like the 3 o'clock to a tavern.
I don't know if this is suitable for everyone, though. I'm just telling him that. I'm like, you have a
You're
gift.
still not sold. You're just like,
I was there and I saw this thing merge and try to freaking eat me. Let me just say it like that. It wants to digest me. I am no more than. Absolutely not. My freaking food does not eat me. I eat it. So.
I have a question.
Yes.
Question time. Would you eat a bear?
Would I eat a bear?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Would a bear try to eat you?
Oh, dude. Yes, but it would not try to
What about a rattlesnake? What about a rattlesnake?
Just because this Wolfie Wolf tried. Oh, Wolfie soup. That sounds like a fun thing. Anyways,
Wolf
because.
stew.
Huh?
It's so funny. It's like I know what this looks like in modern terms, and I can't describe this. And
what would you want to name this meat?
Wolf
No.
stew. And you can name his child
Me?
after it.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to name it Wolfie Stew. Just because, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get more of this kind of stuff, but I don't want to set my child up for failure, you know? If you got other ideas, that's great. I mean, there was a potato stew, a whiny stew. Actually, there isn't a whiny stew. Ignore that one. There was actually a bear stew at one point. There was a baby stew. Not well received.
There was a cousin Ratatouille.
This is your expertise.
There was a
if I
baby
find any
stew.
more, I will be happy to give it to you for a fair price. If anything can be done with it, you're the one who can.
I mean, I can give you like some free food.
That's great.
I can give you my papa's old pole. Would you like that?
A what?
A pole. I mean, he used to go fishing with it, but I can't get the thing to work. I don't quite know how it works.
Our
There's
meals
supposed to
right
be a
now
string
are
in there
great.
somewhere.
We appreciate that.
What?
And if we get any more, I'll send it your way. That's fine.
So, I guess for the other people then in the room, Darius and Lee Tian, roll me perception.
Oh, that's gonna work out great.
Well, you are the people that work with this sort of thing.
Ooh,
See, what are you
that
complaining
was
about?
almost a. It was almost a 1.
What about you too, Li Tian?
Hmm.
Roll me perception.
Oh ho. Boink. I see nothing.
You are enjoying your stew.
Uh-huh. I'm having a good time. Yummy, yummy.
Darius, you can see this kind of pole that he's kind of gesturing offhandedly. And at first it just kind of looks like a pole, like what you would expect to almost just kind of be there to be a replacement handle for something. But then you can see where kind of along about 1/3 of it on one end has rune work going along the side of it.
Oh, that looks very fancy.
I don't know. That pole is a bit sentimental. So, maybe.
I mean, if it's sentimental, I wouldn't want to try and convince you to trade for it.
Deal's done. You can have it.
How big is this pole? Like, are we talking like average fishing pole size?
No,
or...
so it doesn't look like a fishing pole right now. It just looks like a pole.
Yeah, I told you it's just a pole. I can't quite get the damn thing to work.
It is a pole with rune work along the edge.
I tried to go fishing with it once, just kind of hit a fish a couple times.
Huh.
Is it a fishing pole or a different type of, like a pole arm?
You will have to figure that out.
For me, it's a tenderizing pole. With my grandpapa or my dad, whatever they are, I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
I'll say fair.
How big is, like, how tall is it? I'm wondering.
Oh, my
like,
bad. It is a pole. I am gonna say that it can be shorter, at least in its normal form, because I don't. So we'll say it is a 5-foot pole.
Right.
That's short. Okay.
What? How? Are you saying that I'm short then? Because this thing's almost twice as tall as me.
Well,
yes.
I'm like 2'7".
Oh, you are short.
You already know the answer to this, Darius.
A little halfling arguing at
She's
you.
looking at him like, really?
You basically handed this five-foot pole to a 7-year-old. Yeah, I mean, who am I to turn down an offer?
I don't know. Who are you?
Darius Pulver's the name. I do a little bit of alchemy. Pulver. Like
hey, so that makes sense. You get the pole. You're the pulver.
He just kind of looks at you with a blank stare and goes, "Sure."
He looks very proud of himself.
Oh, bless his heart. But I do really appreciate that. That is actually a very, very nice craftsmanship. I could totally tell that that this thing had a lot of care put into it.
Not really. You kind of threw that thing around a lot. Kind of been sitting dust over the last 2 generations.
Well, it seems like it has really survived pretty well then.
And you can
Especially
see,
if you said you were using it as a beating pole.
You can see where even though it's like magically reinforced, where it's kind of been worn in on the one end, almost where it's been mortared from hitting so many things.
And it's still Still got some life in it.
Yeah.
I put-
Hopefully, you will too.
I'll have some life in me. I sure hope so. I like to keep it that way too.
I don't know. This is the most I've ever taught the clients. Are you guys done yet?
I mean, I definitely gotta get a to-go order if that'd be all right.
Oh, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, anyone want to try this? Like, it's pretty damn good.
Mm.
Well, it's still warm.
I mean,
Hanbei will hold out
new
his hand.
opportunities.
Hanbei's like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, Hanbei is gonna hold out his hand, and whatever you put in his hand, he's just gonna munch it.
Oh no, it's stew. So it's. I mean, if you
This
want,
changes nothing.
Ladle's a spoonful of stew in your hand,
He holds out his hand.
and you now have stew in your hand.
Hanbei is gonna pop it in his mouth like popcorn. Kind of do the ha-sha-sha-sha like it's a little too hot. Walks over to the closest sink, washes his hand off, shrugs.
That's pretty beefy. It's actually
Yeah.
for
Is
not
this true?
having a lot of time. It's pretty good. That is it's it's got that Impossible Burger flavor, but it looks almost like a thick cut of steak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Zuhara
call
is
this
just
healthy multi
mirroring her
stew.
eyes at Hanbei and like looking at him suspiciously.
Funny enough, orcs are also resistant, so you're not entirely sure.
Hanbei's
I
gonna
don't know
look
this.
at the cuts in his chest, and he's just waiting for Vines to kind of close them for a moment. Does anything happen?
Nope, nothing happens. No, it seems perfectly fine.
I just hear him like quietly, like, "Fuck."
It seems to be that when it's dead and cooked, it's edible.
Pretty good,
Now
right?
seems sad.
I think if I add some onion into that with a little bit of peppers, maybe some potatoes, that can go really well.
Hanbei's just gonna nod, very sadly.
You didn't
Alright,
gain
well.
superpowers from the stew.
He did not.
Not
He's very sad
yet.
about this.
This is good to know in our travels.
Sometimes you gotta let the stew build up a little bit. Give it time.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could also just be like indigestion. I don't know.
Low and slow.
Okay, so I got all the wolfie meat. I gave you a pull. Anything else I can do for you guys?
Anybody else gonna get a to-go order? I got a wife and kid
I'm
to feed, so I gotta get at least something to go.
Hanbei's gonna
Whoa, whoa,
point
whoa, whoa!
at,
You have a wife and a kid too.
Yeah?
What's your kid's name?
Oh no, I have to look at my notes.
I know it's in there.
You've forgotten your kid's
is.
name.
Hanbei's just
Terrible
gonna
parent,
walk up
terrible
and point to the
parent.
raging chicken again.
Ooh.
Darius wouldn't, Dan does. Oh,
Valeria.
my daughter's Valeria. My wife is Cylin.
Hilarious stew. That wouldn't work so well. Probably not good for your daughter if I name her that.
Have you tried vegetable?
Kind of boring, honestly. Come on, you can do better than that. Give me some options.
Lentil?
The hell's a lentil?
Hanbei's staring at Kai.
Hmm.
Why?
See,
Hanbei is just staring at Kai, trying to figure out the weird fucking word that came out.
I guess you'll just have to come up with a name for this new meat that you've discovered.
That's some new game. That's for sure.
The whatchamajiggy?
Well, I don't know the names of what they use for like what do they call beef? Do they call it beef?
Well, it's cow first.
For what? That's up to
Does
you too.
Please have a dessert menu.
No.
Sad.
Well, there's other dessert restaurants, I believe. I don't know. I
You don't
make
have like
stew.
a
I
chocolate
wonder if there's
stew.
such things. Yeah, dessert stew.
There is
Wait.
actually places that use white dragonborn for refrigeration. So
The hell?
there are places that actually can have shaved ice and things like that because of the
Ooh.
white dragonborn.
Whoa, wait. Let's go back to this whole like dessert and chocolate stew. I think you're onto something here. We've had
Yeah?
a lot of like vegetable stews and protein stews. Never dessert stews.
No dessert stew.
Like think chocolate
It's called a
chocolate
sundae.
stew with marshmallows
Ari,
on top
this.
and dipping in graham crackers.
A s'more stew?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So like if it's chocolate stew, it can also be like savory. 'Cause I've seen some places have.
Maybe
What?
some bacon.
How common is chocolate in this area, DM?
Well,
Called the forest beast.
chocolate itself is something that is able to be gotten throughout the networking of the family. It's more grown in the southern areas of the empire, but it is something that is able to be networked.
I think you guys have something here. That's interesting. Chocolate stew. Ha! I like it.
Glad I could help.
Yeah. You know what? This is all on the house. I got this. Don't worry about the cost. And I'll give you a to-go bag.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna walk back over to the counter and take his gold back.
He's gonna come back with like kind of a bag that you can kind of hear clanking that seems to have some sort of like disposable containers inside that still have some rigidity to them.
There are 7 stews in this bag. 1 of each on the menu, and then 1 more stew as well.
A bonus stew?
It is a healthy wolfie stew.
Oh,
Mmm.
I don't trust that meat.
Are the containers labeled?
Nope.
The only thing
Like
you
playing
can
Russian
see on
roulette with
them,
stew.
the only thing you can see embossed in the container is what appears to be this very angry fire-breathing chicken.
That's so cute.
So there's a
All right,
total of
where are
8
we off
stew
to
containers
next?
then.
Well,
Do we need a rest or anything?
you can rest. And it appears you'll need to look into more rockets.
Sounds like a job for Liu Xian.
Well, if we go back to our eastern map, we have a number of locations that we've looked at, that you have seen. You've looked into this one. And you've looked into this one.
Yeah.
Now, does anybody have any sort of concerns about any of these circles? Or things that they want to bring up to determine where you're looking?
I do.
It's-
Oh, sorry. I should go back inside. Bye, guys.
Hanbei will point to the cluster of 5 circles.
Yeah, cluster seems a little
What?
suspicious.
What do you all know of there?
Wait, Stu, why don't you come with us? We have one last adventure before Chocolate is born.
But he has to take care of his child.
One last adventure.
And he has a
Yeah,
business.
I appreciate it, but my adventure is in the kitchen. I gotta make sure that chocolate stew is well acclimated before his hatchling, and so that way, whenever he is born, he can grow into the kitchen itself. I must keep him with me at all times. Being on the road would be dangerous for him. The fires and knives of the kitchen, that is his true calling.
You're a great dad. Pat, you're a great dad.
Feel free to stop on by. I feel like any day now, little chocolate stew will grace us with his presence.
How do you know it's a boy?
Always is.
That's a good answer.
Kai walks away from that saying, okay, good luck, and very confused by that last statement. Suddenly very unsure about this relationship.
I love it. So, you do know that it appears to not be entirely contagious from the meat itself. You know that the meat itself is able, strangely, to be a resource. And you've met somebody friendly who's in the city.
I mean, it's only been a little while. They could still get poisoning. Takes a while to set in.
But you were asking what everybody knows about this area over here. You, Kai, having worked in the military before, are at least vaguely familiar with military installations on the land as well as the sea. You're not as familiar as the one on land, since that was not your division. But you know that there's a major military installation in the Valley of the Mountains.
Hey guys, I just remembered. There's a major military base in some mountains.
Major military?
Right.
Yeah.
Hanbei is going to point to it again. Yeah, that's called the Wall.
Anything else I know about this?
Honestly, the only thing you ever really heard was that it was a really shitty place to be stationed.
You guys, I heard it's a really shitty place to be stationed.
That would be the Wall.
Well, I mean, it's worth checking out, don't you think?
Like, it's a good reason why you like, it's like, I don't want to join that leg of the military because I don't even want to give a chance of getting stationed there.
Hanbei is going to point to the 3 squishies in the group and go, they are scared of small wolves. What happens at the Wall is big wolves. Big bears.
Yeah, but we're going to have to check it out eventually, aren't we?
Sure, but if we go, it's kind of a hold hands scenario.
And we're not ready for that?
Hanbei's gonna shrug. The nearby Raging Chicken, how many stories is that?
It's 2 stories tall.
Cool. Hanbei's gonna point to that. You ever fought something that big?
Never even seen anything bigger than that.
I don't know you. That's why I'm asking, have you ever fought something that big?
I've seen a lot on the sea. Things you'd
I'm just
never
gonna stare
believe.
at her. So is this a no?
Things I'm not prepared to talk about at this time.
The things
Cool,
that-
that's what I'm doing right now.
things in the sea can be big, but it's a different scale when things move in water usually.
Yeah, you can't always see it. Like an iceberg. I don't
I'm
know.
just gonna nod
I
and
don't know
point
if
to the
I've
map.
seen some.
We
I don't
can
know if
go
I've
or
ever
not.
fought anything that big.
Well, but realistically, it's one of those things where, to be frank, if you fought something that big, you probably didn't get it out of the water.
Fair.
So you don't know, really. Like, you've fought some things that might have been... You might have fought some things that were big and sculled the ship and moved on when it wasn't
That's why I'm
successful.
avoiding the question.
But
I don't know the
don't
answer
know.
for sure. Look, it's
Because
traumatic.
that's the thing with sea monsters. You don't know how big they are.
Right. It's traumatic. I don't want to talk about it, and I'm not prepared to answer that question at this time.
I mean, you bounced it back to Honda, and he went, "Yeah, I have. Have you?" And you went, maybe. Sea monsters and shit, maybe." And Honda's like, "Cool. So is that a no?" And you're like, possibly." Like, brother, I just want an answer. I'm just asking for a yes or a no. It's like a possibly. It's like, did you shoot him?
Maybe.
Well, there's a dead body.
Could have
Yeah, I
ricocheted
got a
off the
gun,
wall.
but
You
so
don't know.
what?
You don't know me.
There could be other guns.
Hanbei's just gonna point to the wall and go, "This isn't on the map. I don't know why. They don't
Look at that
have
green
it
circles.
there.
That's where we're supposed to go.
The green circles are where things have landed.
Yeah.
Right.
This is essentially the
was on
map.
That's where the
map
wall
prior.
is.
This is the map that
Right.
you were able to put together quickly from what you had in the notes. Like, this is the
Right,
note
and
map.
that's where the wall is, and there's a whole bunch of things that fell. That's a pretty good place to start.
Yeah, we only have 4
Or, I
days,
mean,
right?
continue.
Yes, at this point.
Why
you
don't we
have
do
4
the
days.
smaller circles first before we hit the big circles? Since you're saying the bigger problem, maybe we deal with the smaller ones first.
Well, you might split the difference.
I'm gonna do a thing real
That's
quick.
true,
Let's
too.
see
I don't
if-
care. Somebody pick.
Cool.
Who's the leader of this group?
Hanbei's just gonna look
Hello?
at Zuhara and ask a kind of dumb but simple question. The weird vines and tendrils out of a small wolf, it was kind of scary. Do you think it could get into a big one? And he's just gonna point to the house.
What do I think about that? Is what you're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Essentially, Hanbei's asking, we got kind of scared of small wolves that were like the size of dogs.
It
How
was the first
spooky
time.
would it be
The
if we
first time
got...
can be scary for everyone a little bit. It's a little bit.
But it ate you.
I still have my
If-
knives.
That's fair, but it was smaller and it ate you.
It didn't. It took my arms. It did not. eat me. I was
Somebody just
standing
pick
with
a
her.
spot.
She
Who
scowls at
cares?
him.
We're way overthinking this.
Are you?
Us?
Uh,
Are we?
If you don't want to go, you
I
say
mean-
so. We go to the other spots. It's fine.
So, I mean, I will conjectively point out that he's telling you that there's creatures at the wall that are much bigger. You saw bats big enough that people rode them.
Right,
All right.
nothing
Well, then let's
small
go to
here.
the place. Let's go to the
And-
small one then, so we can level up.
Yeah, but he's still, it's still in this moment, he's just trying to say, like, I'm concerned because there's a whole lot of shit right where there's really bad things.
And with the really big things, he also said it's near the military stuff, so the military could probably handle that one better than a group of ragtag adventurers.
ELDR, he's
Maybe.
kind of saying, like, we're dealing with iguanas, but they got Godzillas in the corner, and the iguanas were infected.
That's
What
a
happens if
huge scale
Godzilla does?
difference.
Grionk.
I'm on the same page now. I got you.
Maybe an iguana to a lizard kangaroo. I could see that.
What the
But-
fuck is a lizard?
This
Well,
is also why you guys are making a report
what is
in
that
a
house?
certain time frame.
What the fuck?
So you realistically, with the travel in the Empire and how long it would take you to be able to get to the far reach down, like if you went to this one over here, it'd be close to, you know, an 8-hour journey, so it would be like a day's worth of travel.
Can we talk about the lizard kangaroo's name? Bro, if you try to read that shit out loud, your fucking furniture's gonna start floating. Agastiagama badami. Agastiagama badami. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing.
See, it's always actual entomology that fucks our group up.
I've never heard of a lizard kangaroo. I didn't fucking know it. I just Googled it, and then a bunch of words that it just looks like they just threw syllables together and shit.
No, I get it. I get it. I've had a whole. I've been forced. It was funny. I don't mean forced. I've been in a conversation about moths in game. So, like, these things happen.
Yes, you have.
Like, it's okay.
Slowly turns.
Oh, that reminds me, Lydia. I saw
What?
this huge wasp at work a couple of
Ew.
months ago, and I
Oh,
couldn't
no.
like the size of my hand, and I wish I would have gotten a picture of it because I wanted to send it to you because it was like
That's
perfect
no,
timing.
That sounds
Wow.
scary. I'm good.
Yeah,
Big
I'm
ol'
good on
one.
that.
So yeah,
It was
that
harmless.
that is the concern and essentially the timetable that we are working with on this, because you guys have to make a report, and yeah, that is a military installation, but new threats require additional personnel.
Hanbei will shrug, and wherever the group wants to go, they'll go. He just pointed out big monsters in an area where a bunch of vines possibly are.
Should we vote?
No,
I
we
vote
go
for
to the
San
smaller
Meadow.
one.
All right, let's go. We're going to the small.
Problem.
We're on our way. Ta-da!
Know where Hanbei goes.
The check notes real quick. Genuine question.
I mean,
Because I feel like on one hand I could see why I'm not, but on the other hand I could see why I am.
yes, it is also a large place,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
it's
okay.
it's a
It doesn't impact.
it's
yeah,
a
that's the okay,
big
we're good.
place.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
have
impact.
a
We're good.
big map.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to double check it wasn't one of those like private property scenarios that it's gonna be like a hide the Hanbei.
Nope, nothing
okay.
that bad. Nothing that bad.
Okay, cool. It wasn't like a shoot on sight type thing.
Nope. Give me just a moment. I have to find.
I just didn't think about it until we were just talking about it. No way, huh?
I am trying to find where my thing is for this town. Ah, wonderful. Actually, yeah, you would want to go to this one, Zuhara.
The Sand Meadow?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I mean, she already made her decision, so she's like waiting.
Well,
Oh. Oh.
fuck, I did not get rid of these old tokens. Look at that.
There's a lady that kind of looks like the creepy dude from Courage the Cowardly Dog, just sitting in the middle of the street.
Yup.
Yeah,
Because
don't like
all
that.
these places have representatives. That is just the lady that is helping run this place, but it's okay. I don't need two of you.
She's just standing there like this, like
290, man, that is a very tiny population.
That's because it's mostly animals. This is where you actually pick up your paycheck, Zuhara.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize I get paid. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, no, this is actually the Hoditra processing area.
Well, I looked at her and I'm like, oh, she looks like me. So
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, yeah. This is, you might care about this area because this is the Hoditra processing town. This is where some of their personnel live. And as you can as you get a little bit closer to the town, those of you unfamiliar with farms can slowly begin to smell it as you get a little closer. You were at other facilities that were for woods and things like that, and you got to see lumberjacks and things of that nature. But for everybody else that hasn't necessarily been to something that is a family-run town that is based more on production, the scale as you get closer to the town is a little surprising at first, because as you get out here, it is a large Texas ranch on a scale of a Mongolian level. And what you see in the distance, even as you're coming in, is all of the various herds and processing areas that they have here, where animals are being taken in, various products are being released, and there's basically no waste. All parts of an animal are used and distributed to various parts of the empire to be put to use, whether it's an alchemical, cooking, leather, or something. That's part of what the Hoditra also do. But yeah, the smell of all of those herds is kind of a thing as you're traveling through the countryside, slowly getting closer to Sand Meadow, their kind of capital of the area. As you kind of come in, this older lady can see you coming. She has almost a peaceful offset to her eyes as she sees you, and has that almost patient look of a parent waiting for somebody that looks like they have bad news to report to them. Is there something that is of concern?
I mean, do we want to just get right into it and just come right out and ask, or do we want to play this one a little bit subtle and ask?
Did she introduce herself?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, you're the foreigners in her town right now.
Well, do other Hoditra like identify other, like, since we are of the same grouping family?
You have some markings on her, so she doesn't seem to be looking at you as she's saying all of that.
Okay. I would give her, I guess, like a standard greeting. That we would. I don't know.
And
like,
peace
what
be
we
with you.
And
Sure.
also with you.
and explain. These are my. This. These are others that I've been traveling with. In service of the Empire. And we've come here. Just to see if everything is okay in your village, and with you and your animals.
She takes a moment to think for a moment. And then shakes her head almost offhandedly. Why, no. Everything's been wonderful here. Ever since our last shipment of supplies, I'd say all of our people have been working even better. Tirelessly, almost.
Can I roll perception?
I think you're looking for insight if you're wanting to
Oh.
read her.
Oh, I'm not gonna do as well as that, but yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
no, you can go for insight, yeah.
Nope.
I mean, she is speaking of a wondered. This is like from the outside. This is almost like you shown up at your grandma's house and she's telling you that she's doing great ever since she got that new shipment of drugs in.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
Was there something new in your shipments? Or was it the same old stuff?
Well, every shipment comes with its own healing, food, and normal. The Empire does its best to provide for us each. Us outposts each provide in kind and are given what we need. We do not produce our own healing supplies here, so they send them to us. Our sick workers then have something to be able to ail them when they are not feeling well. They're usually of good supply, but I don't know. Something about this last batch just seems to give them that extra pep. Like your morning tea.
That seems very interesting. How long ago did you guys get these new supplies?
About a week ago.
About a week? Is that setting off any alarm bells, like timeline-wise?
I mean, it lines
like
up
kinda,
with some of with basically
like all
notes
the
and
bath-
everything, but you're like, but you're not sure at this point where healing potions or anything like that comes into the equation. Because as to now, you know, the only thing you've necessarily seen has been from the rockets, everything coming down and kind of infecting the wildlife. Now these people are going, I don't know. We got these potions though, and man, they did the fucking job. Production A-OK.
Well, I am more than just a little bit curious, ma'am. Granted, Uh, my two, well, my one shorter friend over here and the other scaly friend up there, we're kind of familiar with some of the tinkerings and machinations of healing goods and herbs and supplies and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of wondering if you'd be willing to let us kind of take a look at some of the supplies that you got and just kind of make sure that everything's on the up and that you guys didn't get cheated with something weird.
Well, I mean, as long as you're trying to just check on quality, I don't see why not.
Oh, of course, of course. I myself being in the merchant trades as well, I definitely want to make sure that everything runs smoothly and everybody is able to work efficiently and happy without any harm coming to them.
Okay.
Almost call it like occupational compliance or something. Occupational health and safety.
If it will make you at least less concerned about the safety of my workers, why, sure. I will show you the marvels the Empire has given us.
That would be glorious.
And she kind of takes you over to one of their storage buildings here, where it seems that they have supplies. And you've seen these sort of things at family-run installations before. It seems to almost run off of their own internal credit, where people are essentially able to just get supplies from the company store, if you will. And as you watch, she kind of walks up to a side door beyond this kind of like half-door counter that they have in the side of the building, and walks into this kind of vast storage building in the back behind these counters, and walks you through a couple aisles of storage shelves and brings you back where you can see where there are kind of a slot that's labeled for healing supplies. And you can see where out of this 6-pack that's there, 4 of them are gone.
Well, that all looks very interesting. Looks like some of those are already been sold. So
Well, like
must
I
be pretty
said,
popular.
our sick workers have the ability to get things so that they aren't sick anymore. It's truly a wonder, so that, we don't want our workers being down, ill, and unable to do the one thing that they are supposed to do. So, of course, why not come here, turn in a few credits, and be able to carry about your day rather than being sick?
I like that way of thinking. Uh, I don't want to leave you guys without on this. Would I be able to just say purchase one or two of these off you guys for some coin? I don't have credits necessarily for your town, but do you take gold?
Well, I would hate to leave us with absolutely nothing on hand, but I could potentially sell you one of these, unless you had something equal to trade.
Oh. Hmm.
Because, I mean, really, all they care about is having healing supplies. So they're like, I mean...
Yeah. This would probably be DM discretion on this, but since I've been kind of like flavoring Darius's cure wounds as sort of like a salve, would that be equivalent? Like if I were to say knock off like a spell slot for the day to give them half of the salve that I would have for the day if I were to cast that spell twice?
So I will actually one-up you.
Okay.
because I will let you knock off a spell slot as an experimental version of your next level potions. Like the level that you'll get as an alchemist when you're level 3.
Oh.
Because essentially, you guys are each kind of, as you are trying to reach those subclasses, you are trying to branch out and do separate things. And I do plan to slowly but surely, those at least that I know, give you small opportunities to express these things early. This is an RP reason to do so.
I guess in that case, if you'd give me just a couple of minutes to kind of concoct something together for you, maybe I'd be able to give you something that, maybe you've never had this kind of spring in your step before. You'd take something of this.
Roll me persuasion. With advantage.
Oh, cool. One of the things I'm actually proficient in.
Hey!
Damn.
It's still not a terrible roll. You guys are low level. I don't expect
Bounce
high
off of a
rolls
20.
on level 2 characters when it comes to DCs. All right.
This is now twice tonight that it's bounced off of the nat 20
It doesn't want
to
to
land
hit
on something on the side. It does not.
She looks at you a little suspiciously at first. And she's like, okay. I'll give you 20 minutes.
Landed.
And she kind of walks you to the edge, not wanting to leave you amongst their supplies to do what she's doing.
Yeah, of course. Totally understand. Got to protect the stock. Got to protect your supplies.
You're doing magical shenanigans. They don't know for sure about you.
So
make me, for the fun of it, an Arcana roll with advantage. I want to see how well you craft this.
Okay. That's actually my highest skill.
I mean, I'd hope that the artificers would be good with Arcana.
Why is that 3 times now? I can see the 20.
I mean, at least it's
every side.
A 20 total.
Yeah. But I think now I've hit every side of the 20 on the die.
It's just
2, 8,
10,
12. Mm-hmm. A little bit of this, some powdered that.
So
give it a good shake.
After everybody kind of watches as Darius slowly begins pulling things out of their bag, and then you watch finally as it seems like he almost channels into it a little bit, and the solution goes from almost a dull looking dilution of the things inside of it to its familiar, almost telltale red glow. In fact, it's almost iridescent. Seems to be pretty good.
Ta-da!
You turn around and gesture this over to her, and she looks at it. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of barking. I am gonna.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. And she takes it from your hand and holds it there for a moment. Well, it doesn't quite have the sheen of the ones that we got, but I do suppose that looks like a fair trade. And she hands you one of the bottles from the collection in the back.
Much obliged. If you guys like that one, just let me know. I could always organize a little bit more of a trade for some more of those.
Potentially speaking, if everything turns out
Hmm.
well, we can perhaps see if this would work as a supplemental supply.
Sounds totally fair to me. Just look up the name Pulver.
He says with a 5-foot pole sticking out of his back.
It's almost like
Hi, my name is Pole Vaulter.
Did you? I put what that is in the group loot. If you didn't look too, because I have every excuse to try and give you guys every one of the weird new common magic items I can between the two groups.
Nice.
You know, it says you're supposed to have so many magic items. Doesn't say what they're supposed to be.
Right. I mean, who's to say I can't just take this thing and just kind of like, okay, crap, I gotta get something down off the high shelf.
Right. You've got that and the ability to make small smoke creatures. So, getting there.
So cool. I'm almost sort of picturing this pole sticking out of his bag, eventually becoming like a totem, like at a festival.
Yes.
Like, oh hell, where'd the little guy? Oh, there he is.
So, as she hands you this healing potion, roll me investigation.
Righty. 4 times. Come on.
I mean, you still rolled good.
Yeah.
So as you look at the bottle, you've seen healing potions from the Empire before. It's a pretty standard production. You know that even the ones that you have potentially turned over in the past have usually been relabeled to fit standard shelving. And this, for the most part, at first does look like your standard labeling. But then you notice in the very corner of the label, it says Batch Alpha.
Oh.
And you see a stamp next to it that looks like a J. And as you turn the bottle sideways in the light, instead of yours, how it had almost an opalescence to it in the light through the red, this one doesn't have the same sheen to it. Despite the red color, when you turn it, it almost looks green.
Fascinating. I'm kind of picturing this as sort of like a cork top bottle, right? And just kind of pop the top off and just kind of dip my finger in, just kind of do like a little Lydia taste of this thing.
Something doesn't quite taste right. Something tastes off. Like a spike.
Why am I tasting things?
No, you will forever be remembered as the tasting of things.
Oh, a puddle. I think I'll drink it.
Oh, yes. I will never forget Vitaly.
I loved that boy.
But yeah, this the health potion, like, it's got that tinge to it.
It's got a little bit of tang.
Yeah. Something's in the mix.
Would one of y'all that tried some of that meat be willing to take a taste of this and just tell me what you think?
One of us who already have or has not had the meat.
Has had the meat.
Oh,
Like, I'm kind of wondering if it's like
I
a
think
little familiar.
Hanbei had some.
Oh,
I don't know if I did in the end.
Hanbei. You know, Hanbei gave a BRB a little while ago, so they may not be back during this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you that even if you basically direct Hanbei to do the same, and because you
Give
would
it a whiff.
probably have to specifically tell him not to drink it.
Yeah, just kind of give it a little bit of a whiff, a little bit of a, just kind of like get a little bit on your finger. Tell me if it tastes different than any other health potions you've ever had.
It does.
Ooh. It tastes a little bit more umami, a little bit meatier.
No.
More herby.
This
Planty? Fish? No.
This tastes
Dilute?
like a small bit of almost basil and iron.
Wasn't there something that we encountered in the past that tastes a little bit like iron?
Blood.
I mean, like, what wasn't there, like, kind of speaking above the table, wasn't there something when we were in the lab that had, like, an irony taste to it? Or am I misremembering things?
I don't remember for sure anything with an irony taste to it, but there was blood in the lab.
I mean, I remember something with an irony taste, but it's from a video game, not this D&D session. And I'm like thinking about it, it's like, yes, the Mildred Berry Jam. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No?
When worlds collide.
I'm thinking of something different.
No, just the blood from the lab.
Interesting.
But you get the feeling.
Oh, that's suspicious.
You shouldn't drink it.
Yeah. Pardon me, ma'am. So I don't really think there's any cause for alarm just yet, but I would definitely recommend just kind of like, do you know the four people that had this particular batch? Because if so, I would definitely recommend them just kind of like checking in from time to time if they feel anything phony.
Well,
Might upset their stomach.
Well, yes. I believe they finished their work rotation as normal. And, well, yes, this would be their 4 days off. I believe.
Do they stick around here when they have their time off?
Well, I think the four of them go fishing.
Oh, well, ain't that a winky dink? Anybody else feel like going fishing?
Yes, you're fine. They're friends, not food.
4 kilos, no los dos. God, that was hard to try and do.
¿Por qué no lo estás?
I love it though. I love that you got it in accent though.
Yeah, right?
I just had to picture how one of my coworkers would say it because we have a bunch of people down in Mississippi.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh,
Like
my.
rural Mississippi.
That's like Eastern Texas. They have a
Oh no.
real thing. Like
Yeah,
drawl,
real.
but it's still got that twang to it.
It's like the
Oh, yeah.
people. It's like that location called Amarillo, Texas. Like, excuse me.
Yep.
When I was playing,
That's it.
that was when I was playing Resident Evil 7. Like that they said that at the beginning.
It is now a little after. So we will end our session here and pick up next time with you trying to track down exactly where these 4 individuals went and what might have happened to them.
Where our 4 patient zeros went, you mean?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Hopefully
think,
they just went way down yonder to go some fish. Go catch some fish.
I don't think they're patient zero.
That's true. Well, no. Alpha is
Oh.
supposed to be
Uh-huh.
zeros.
Oh, I know.
So-
Oh, I'm
Fishing.
aware. That's
Oh,
out of
no.
the batch.
What's
Yeah.
the tarnation?
Yeah, you got a batch out
Yeah,
of it.
J.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's that J?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell.
I feel like this is a. Now, granted, I
Spelled
didn't
with a
watch
J.